you think? How many of you have learned something new about United Way today? Raise your hand. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's what we had hoped for. That's what we had hoped when we put this together today. Right here, right now, we are so glad that you are in these seats today. Because in a community this large, we know that it's easy to say, oh, you know what, somebody else is going to be the one. Why do I need to be there? And that's why it's so important that you're here. Isn't it exciting to know that you're sitting in a room with over 670 other people that are just as committed to making a difference in this community as you are? I think that's pretty cool. I've had an opportunity to work with so many of you in this room, and I want you to know how much we truly appreciate your enthusiasm and your support and the way that you care about the work that we are doing together. Thank you for being our partner. It's important today, as we signal the official kickoff to this year's campaign, that you've had an opportunity to hear from some of our community's leaders. And in turn, the leaders have had an opportunity to talk to you about how our work is more interconnected than many of you maybe have realized. Communities that have a strong, employed workforce are communities that you'll find people spending money, businesses growing, entrepreneurs starting new ventures, and hopefully creating new jobs. And I think that we would all agree that that's good for all of us. After hearing from the experts today and seeing the statistics, it's hard to deny how workforce development is directly connected to education, and education is directly connected to tomorrow's workforce. Thank you to Jim for bringing to light the fact that we need to be prepared for the opportunities and also the challenges that will come with population growth and business development. It's clear that now is the time for us to invest in this community if we want to build up the social capital that we want to have in order to be a competitive community in this region. Thank you to Dr. Schatz for representing the Metro School Districts today and for highlighting the work that United Way, the school districts, and our nonprofit partners are working on together. Investing in programs such as the school supply drive, making sure that we're investing in after-school tutoring, Even Start, and others that have been strategically selected will help support our children on their educational journey from pre-K readiness all the way through appropriate post-secondary education. And of course, thank you to Jeff Thomas for his leadership this year with this year's campaign and for reminding us that each one of us has the opportunity to inspire greatness in others. When we turn outward, we are able to use what we have to improve the lives of others, and we can improve our own lives at the same time. When we invest in others, we are truly making an investment in ourselves. After all you've seen and after all that you've heard today, I hope that you believe at your core that poverty is no longer an issue of them, it's an issue of us. Cher talked about the fact that there are 6,000 children living in Cass and Clay counties that are living in poverty right now. Just to kind of put this in perspective for you, Shields Arena can hold 5,000 people. If that arena was full, we would still have an additional 1,000 children waiting outside. Do we want to add more children waiting outside? So I ask you this, do you want to be part of the solution? No, really, right now, do you guys want to be part of the solution? Yeah, right? You didn't come here just to, have lunch, did you? No, we came to be part of the solution. Good, because we can and we will, folks. We'll do something about it, and when I refer to we, I mean all of us in this room and beyond these walls and beyond our companies, to past our families and our neighbors. We will make a difference for all of us. But I will tell you this, folks, it is going to take all of us facing these challenges head on. In the process, though, children are winning. And let me tell you what winning looks like. Winning looks like over at the Jefferson Neighborhood Pilot. Last year, Cher Thompson had an opportunity to talk about the fact that we were investing in a social worker. Her name's Amy Riccio, and she can work with the children at the school in order to help get them to school. You know how important it is. If kids aren't in school and they're not in their seats, it makes it really hard for their teachers to teach them. So Amy is working with an accountability group. And she shared with us the story of a little girl, a 5-year-old kindergartner. And this little girl, she wanted to get to school so bad that one morning, when she couldn't wake her mom up to take her to school, she put on her pajamas, she put on her patent leather shoes, she put on her jacket, and she walked the 15 blocks to school so that she could be part of the accountability group that day. Don't tell me that that little girl doesn't have drive. Don't tell me that without the right support and the resources, that she could possibly be a leader in this community someday. Maybe she might even be a CEO someday. That's what winning looks like. Let me tell you what winning looks like, folks. There are hundreds of homeless youth in our community right now. We know that they are a very vulnerable population. Over 56% of those youth that are in our community would say that they have either been physically or sexually assaulted in the last 30 days. And we know that over half have children of their own. One young woman found her way to one of our community partners, Stepping Stones Resource Program through Fraser, and she was able to utilize their drop-in site services. And because of that, she was able to utilize the staff's help in order to get her GED. She was able to apply to college. She was able to apply for financial aid. And I tell you what, this fall, she is a freshman at NDSU. That's what winning looks like. She's doing great, and she's going to make it because of the emotional support and the access to resources that she received. She's winning. Winning looks like the story of Joe that Dr. Schatz mentioned earlier. And Joe received the support and the resources that he needed to get his life back on track. And now, as a new father and a new husband, he now has had the opportunity to break the cycle of poverty for his child. A win for our community's children is a win for us all. Isn't it exciting to know that we can do something about this, that we have the opportunity to influence the community that we want to live in tomorrow? But we've got to do something about it today. You've heard from the speakers, and I will tell you I will be the one. I'm going to be the one to invest in this community, and I'm the one that will continue to encourage you and to encourage many of our companies to use their talents and their resources to help others improve lives. How are you going to be the one? Will you be the one to give this year to this year's campaign? You know the strategy, folks. You know that children are winning, and you know what the future can look like. Is this the year that you will step up to become a leader in giving for our community? Is this the year that you'll give $600 or more? Is this the year you'll make that $12 a week investment in our community? You know the strategy. Will you be the one to advocate for this new way of working in our community? Will you be the one to encourage others to get involved with our work? Will you be the one to volunteer? We've got Day of Caring coming up just in a couple of weeks on October 10th. Make sure that you're getting signed up for that, or other activities like the school supply drive next year. But whatever you decide to do, if you give, you advocate, you volunteer, all of those things are so important. Share it with the community. Post it on Facebook, tweet about it right now. But most importantly, talk about it. Talk about it with others. We need the community to know that our future depends on all of us working together to be more than what we can be when we work by ourselves. I've had the opportunity to have a lot of conversations with volunteers in the last couple of weeks. And I will tell you, when we talk about this theme, Be the One, they've said, Kristi, this is more than a theme. This is a movement. And I would tell you, I agree. As I mentioned before, you're in great company today. We've asked individuals from different walks of life to share how they're going to be the one with you to hopefully inspire you as you go back to work today. Let's see what they said.
I'm going to be the one this year at the United Way because enriching our community starts with one person. Imagine what we could do together.
I'm going to be the one this year for United Way because I want to make sure that a little boy who just lost his mom to cancer has a support group to go to where there's other kids just like him.
I am going to be the one with United Way this year because I want every woman to feel safe in our community.
I'm going to be the one this year by coordinating an awesome campaign for NDSCS Fargo.
I'm going to be the one with the United Way this year because I want to inspire our youth to be leaders of the community.
I'm going to donate my time to work with other leaders in the community to help improve their United Way campaigns.
I'm going to be the one for United Way this year because I want children and adults to get the education they deserve.
I'm going to be the one with United Way this year because I don't want kids to go to bed hungry. I look at my little kids and I couldn't imagine the impact that would have on them.
I'm going to be the one by connecting people to United Way programs so that they can get the help they need.
I am going to be the one with United Way this year because I truly care about Cass and Clay counties, and I truly believe that our children are our future.
I am going to be the one this year by helping my coworkers get involved with United Way.
I am going to be the one with United Way this year by organizing the best campaign our organization has ever seen.
We are going to be the one with United Way this year because
every child deserves the best opportunity to fulfill their dreams.
I'm going to be the one with United Way this year, as I want to make sure every child has the nutrition and education they deserve.
I'm going to be the one, and I hope you will too, by bringing our families together, providing them with resources, safe shelter, and a big heart.
We are going to be the one this year by
doing our part to support year-round volunteerism at U.S. Bank.
I'm going to be the one this year for United Way to help students be successful in their education.
I'm going to be the one this year by leading an exceptional United Way campaign in my workplace.
So you've heard from us, and now you have heard from them. We want to ask you, how will you live united? How will you be the one?
Here, right now, right here, right now.